Hello and welcome to
Chewing the Fad.
We're your hosts, Beppa
And Zeta.
Again, missing is Tabby, and I swear to you she exists, so we're not just making her up. We are going to talk about keto, i.e.
whenever your diets derail.
Do you want to...
Bad diets happen to good people.
Or vice versa. Maybe it's a good diet and you're terrible and you just don't know it yet. The last we talked, we said we were going to be doing keto, dirty keto, which we quickly found out does not work.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all. I think probably about 2 weeks in, I was like not losing any weight and getting super frustrated because I'm reading all these posts from people like, oh, I lost like 5-10 pounds in the first week.
I said I was going on keto and I dropped 5 sizes.
Yeah, and then we're over here like really like chugging along and I was losing nothing. And then bad things happened. We had an aunt pass away, so it kind of derailed our progress even further.
Yeah.
And so, but the last 2 weeks I put in a little more effort into the actual keto part, and I would say that the third week I did, when I really did keto, I did lose like probably about 5 pounds.
Yeah. Same. You know, we're sisters. The same situations apply to both of us pretty often. So, you know, losing the aunt was hard emotionally, and then we had to go down to Oklahoma, visit with family, attend the funeral and all of that. And then, so with all of that, it was the furthest thing from your mind, you know. And that's one of the things that you can't really, we talk about it all the time, you know, how easy is it to put this diet into your life, how easy is it to execute, and there are times when it doesn't matter, it could be the easiest diet in the world and it's just, you don't even think about it, you can't be bothered with it. So
yeah, and I mean, I guess what I need to emphasize is that it doesn't matter, like if you are doing a diet and you fail, or you know, it doesn't go quite the way you thought it was going to go, it does not reflect on you as a person. It doesn't mean that it's time to give up and, oh, this is it, my journey's over. It's just a new beginning, you know, it's the next part. So yeah, but I mean, we can still talk about the ease of keto and how well it works, and we can still rate it and everything. I mean, we did put effort into it. It just wasn't, I don't think, as much effort as we would have, because like if events wouldn't have happened. So ease-wise, I think that this diet was pretty easy to incorporate, to make the changes to. It was something that, as far as my family was concerned, I would have them also eat my keto meals, and they didn't notice. So it wasn't like, oh my gosh, but where's the bread? Like, you know, it was just kind of, it was very easy to substitute, it was easy to find things, it was easy to do. How about you?
Yeah, and as far as like being able to go out to restaurants and stuff, it was pretty easy to, you know, make the substitutions or just not eat part of it yourself, and so that was nice.
Mm-hmm. Did it affect your numbers at all?
They were starting to go down, then all the things happened, and then another issue that I had was I had that tooth pulled.
Yeah.
And for a little bit there, I couldn't eat anything because my mouth was in so much pain. So, and that was related to my diabetes, you know. Impaired healing is just, it comes with it. So, but as far as all of that goes, I mean, scary.
Continue.
There were some options that I did find that were keto friendly while I had my tooth. It was just it wasn't like abundant, the things that I could eat, because like most of what you eat on keto are vegetables, and a lot of them require you to chew a lot because the fiber is what's good in them, and the fiber is like very much textury. So, like, I couldn't chew it all on this side, and I've got a cavity on this side too, so it was like just a world of hurt. But I would eat like keto-friendly ice creams and stuff like that.
So again, I mean, life happens, keto happens, and sometimes the two mesh, and sometimes they do not. For us, it was a rough go for this full month as far as, you know, focusing on keto or focusing on life itself. And so more than likely we'll give keto another round later on. Instead, we're going to choose to do an intermittent fasting for the next month,
and there are a lot of different ways of, there are a lot of different intermittent fasting, different ways you can do that. The way that we've chosen to incorporate it is a 5-2 diet. So for 5 days a week, you eat normally, not like a feast every day, but, you know, you eat normally. And then for the 2 days, which can be any day during the week, and you can change them, you know, it doesn't have to be set days. But for those 2 days, you eat only 500 calories.
Yeah, on my day ons, I'm choosing to eat about 1,500 calories. And on my day offs, of course, the 500. So I am still maintaining, and I'm not going overboard, because what you're wanting to create is that deficit. So if you compensate on the days on, then it doesn't matter that you are only eating 500 calories on the day off. So there's that. But we need to rank keto. So for ease, I'm going to give keto about a 4 for ease, 4 out of 5. It's pretty easy. I mean, I feel like it is a long-term, able to incorporate, you don't have to, I mean, I know we all know those people that are like, oh, I'm doing keto. Oh, did you hear? Keto. But I feel like it's one of those, if you are trying to lose weight and you want to keep it kind of hush-hush, you know, it's between you and your food, then keto is one of those diets that you can do and not draw attention to yourself.
Yeah.
You have a rank for it, for that?
I'm going to give it a 3 out of 5, just because a lot of the literature that I've read actually suggested things that I didn't do, because it was like, you can take this supplement, you're going to take a tablespoon of this, take a tablespoon of that, and in between it you have the facts of life. And it was just that part to me, whenever you rely on supplements like that, it makes it a lot less doable to me, just because they're usually cost prohibitive. If you're taking any medicines, they might not interact well, you know.
I was going to say, on piggybacking on that, is really do some research before you start this diet, because you are going to find that you will be bombarded with so much information, and you kind of got to like use your head a little bit, because some of it is okay, that makes sense, and then some of it you're going to be like, okay,
alright,
so I can eat whatever the hell I want, and you really can't.
Yeah, that was a big mistake that we ran into, was with the dirty keto, as they call it. They were like, you can eat whatever you want as long as you're following the keto rules and you're maintaining the ketoacidosis, you're fine. That's another thing, we never actually did the ketoacidosis tests, because they were cost prohibitive and a little bit hard to find in our area. I found them at CVS, but the price, I was like, nope, not doing that. So, I mean, but...
did you do macros at all, your macros? I know I used my Fitness Pal, no plug there, I mean, that's just what I use anyway. So, I used my Fitness Pal. I kind of went online and just, you know, typed in keto macronutrients calculator kind of thing, and pulled up one of those and entered all my weight, my height, and all that junk, and they gave me like some macronutrients to do, like this many carbs, however many, is it like 35%?
I don't know, I did keep track of my macros, but it wasn't me personally. I found an app that was specifically for keto, and you put in your you know, sex, age, weight, and then whether you were doing diabetic carbs, or regular carbs, diabetic carbs, you subtract the sugar alcohols from the artificial sweeteners,
Right.
and that kind of stuff. And then I just did regular carbs because sugar alcohols can also raise your blood sugar. Fun fact. So, but it kept track of all of that for me. I never had to.
No, okay. Yeah, I just kind of kept track of mine a little bit. I mean, if you're familiar with the MyFitnessPal, it does do that kind of in a pie graph kind of thing, and you can go and look at it and be like, oh, you're this close to it. You only have 3 carbs left. I did 3 carbs. 3 carbs. Hey. But, so yeah, so I mean, I would recommend doing that if you are interested in doing keto, because kind of it really does, it's more important your macros than even like just the calorie count. So you need to know your carbs, you need to know your proteins, etc., etc. Because I think that's what we did at first. We kind of went protein heavy, and that's not what the diet is.
Yeah.
So yeah, so there's that. What's the other thing we do? We rate something else. Oh, effectiveness.
Yeah.
Okay, so effectiveness. Effectiveness.
Oh no.
Effectiveness. We're stupid. I can't get this to go. So effectiveness. We lost it. So
when the diet is used as intended.
yeah, once you use keto the way that God, I suck at this.
When you use keto the way it's intended, it is actually very effective.
So effective. Yeah, I would give it an effectiveness rating of probably about a 4 out of 5, 5 out of 5. I mean, it's pretty effective.
When I think about the effectiveness,
You're too much. It's effectively effective, and
it's effectively effective, and the effects that it affects
are so
effective.
Yeah, it's very effective.
Long story short, 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5 from both of us. So overall, it gets, I think, like a 3.5 out of 5.
Yeah.
Total.
Overall, 3.5 out of 5. But we are going to give it another shot later on in the year, like we said. I was thinking sometime around July. Not trying to give away spoilers, but I was like, it'd be nice to not have a diet that is restrictive for the 4th of July, which is a big thing in our family. So,
yeah, I can't wait.
I already have my dessert all planned.
Oh, dessert plan. We have to get matching shirts.
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
We should just make them.
We've done that.
We should start a craft year.
Craft year?
A whole year of crafts.
Oh my god. Diets and crafts?
Yes.
A lot going on.
We're hungry and crafty.
All the crafts. So yes, so the next month coming up, which is here basically,
which we are in the midst of. Yeah, we're like right in the middle of the month actually of doing intermittent fasting, but no spoilers, like we said. You'll have to come back to see how that's going.
Yeah, so it's the intermittent fasting. I'm doing 1,500 on, 500 on my fast days, 2 fast days, 5 non-fast days. And I've started exercising, so that's fun, good times.
I've also started exercising. We've been exercising together some, so I didn't give myself a limit for the days that I'm off. Mine is just eat mindfully because I've got some new medications going and I don't want to limit myself in any way that'll hamper that progress, because that is like my #1 goal. So, but other than that, just look for new vlogs from us and just more content coming your way.
And hopefully a tabby.
Yes, a tabby, right about here.
Here, she's very short. She's little.
She's little, she's cute.
I swear to you she exists.
She does.
I swear it. She exists. She exists.
Clap your hands if you believe.
So yes, until next time, bye.
Bye.